Medical disclaimer. This video is for informational purposes. It does not replace the medical advice of a trained doctor. Seek medical advice before beginning any treatment plan. Welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Blood sugar. Let's take a look. Got the 5.8. There's me and me and me. Oh, wonderful. We're 5.8. Just calibrated. I'm a little low. Not going to go and start the whole OM low protocol. Time and range is 89. My blood sugar average, or cellular sugar, has dropped to 7.8. Better number. Haven't had any lows below 3.9. Had a few, 11% of the time up, so we're all pretty good. Which leads me to our discussion today. Someone recently asked me, do I prefer being high or do I prefer being low? Well, I can answer that pretty quickly. I had always kind of liked the low, well, not low, like not, I'm passing out low, but I did like the lower numbers. The high numbers, I just feel sick. I don't have the energy. Growing up as a kid, thinking back now, for grade 6 and 7, I was just out of it. I just didn't really want to do anything. And I wonder if that had problems with the sugar. It could be, but they actually think what kind of made a big appearance was when I got impetigo right there. And they think that kind of set things off. But why do I not like being high? A lot of people would say they enjoy being high because they don't feel like they're gonna, they're not gonna drop off. They're not gonna be sweaty and shaky all the time. For me, it was always sort of, yeah, okay, let's go. Or I'd feel sick. There were days I woke up and I felt sick. I didn't throw up, I just felt sick. And I didn't have, a fever. So I always think that was me just trying to process the sugar. I could be totally wrong, but anyway, people like it so they don't have a fear of going low. A lot of people get used to highs, and even if they've been high for a long period of time, if they start dropping their blood sugar, and they could be up at 15 to 17, and they bring it down to 12, they're going to start feeling shaky because the body and the mind is so used to being at that high number. Thinking back at how exhausted, and even today, if I get up and I have a high blood sugar, That's like if it's been high all night, I wake up, I don't want to do a damn thing. It's terrible. Now, let's take a look at the flip side. Why do I feel better at low or lower numbers? One is that I feel more energetic. I have a lot going on. I can do stuff. The next reason is that if I'm hungry, I can eat. I don't necessarily have to always carry my insulin. This was my thinking. It's changed since then. I just feel better at the lower numbers. What harm could it cause? Well, first of all, being high, you're going to feel sick, you're going to be tired, you're going to be thirsty, you're going to be going to the bathroom. So, why go through all that trouble? If you're the other side and lows, you have the chance of feeling shaky and not feeling well, and heart starts beating, your mouth starts freezing. But keeping yourself at that lower point could bring on something that I have. And it's on my medical alert, and it's hypoglycemia unaware. So I've talked about this on this channel before. I could be sitting here talking to you and everything's fine. 2 seconds later, I could be dropping in a severe low blood sugar. Nowadays, I like the normal blood sugar. The hypoglycemia has been an issue for me. Okay, so just since we're talking about hypoglycemia, you can see we've gone up to 6.2. So that's a much better number. At least it's over the low part. But we'll see. We'll see how we go. We'll keep an eye on it. Carbon range hasn't changed at all. So, why is hypoglycemia hypoglycemia is so bad? Well, if you have the unawareness, you could go out to do things and totally forget. And while this was developing in me, I just didn't have, half the time I forget my bag at home. Oh, well, I'll take it later. Which also led to being high. And highs and lows, the two big things that really sort of irritate me. And a lot of times I will have to catch myself on being so abrupt with people. I'm not really moody, but I do notice myself when I'm high that I tend to snap. I don't really want to do anything. With lows, it's kind of like, just get out of my way. I have to get food. But that's what it was like. So, do I like highs or do I like lows? Highs, no, no energy. Lows, you have to be so concerned about what your blood sugar is actually doing. Years ago, I would have said low. Nowadays, I say I just like a nice common number, which I normally get at night now with the help of this closed loop Medtronic pump. Yes, it's an attached pump. I feel more comfortable, but this has brought me much better blood sugars that I'm now kind of comfortable at, you know, between, what is it, 3.4 and 7. I don't feel like I'm skyrocketing the blood sugars. So that's another reason I've always said about keeping our numbers within that bar, because you really start to feel sicker. You have to take time off work. Oh, it's just a pain. For me, I like it just in the middle. Is that a cop-out answer? Yeah, probably. But from what I've had to deal with in my life, that's my answer. Anyway, have a great day. Remember, you control diabetes. Diabetes does not control you. Have a great day, and we'll talk later. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.